Hey everybody, it's Scott, coming at you with the online players meeting for the Legend of Lizard Peak 8. Presented by Disc Giant and supported by Innova Champion Discs. Very special thanks to your co-TD, Scott Pointer, who will be helping TD. Speaking of sponsors, whole sponsors, our friends in disc golf, we'd like to thank David Sampson, Elijah Caldwell, Brian Dempsey, Dave Chapman, John Ehrman, and Travis Dory. Thank you guys for your support of the event. The tournament, and the rest of your friends and disc golfers appreciate you sponsoring a hole. Thank you to Innova Champion Discs for their support of the event and donation of stacks of raffle prizes to help us make this a B-tier event. Also, special thanks to Eric Wanhoff for his donation, although he can't be here to play this time, of 40 solar eclipse glasses, because if you don't know this yet, off the top of my head, I don't know what the times are, but sometime between like 8:30 in the morning and 11 Saturday morning, something like that. Maybe it's like 10:30. There's a solar eclipse happening, and if you're there at the event, they will be there at Tournament Central for you to grab, have, use. There aren't enough for everyone, so if you want to just check it out and hand them off, that's great. If you want to keep some, that's cool too. There's enough, but there's not enough for everybody to take home and all that stuff. So thank you guys for your support and contributions. Also, special thanks goes out right now because I just did the raffle video to James Fisher for his donation of many raffle prizes to make the raffle extra juicy. You're going to see throughout this video some old clips I'm pulling to make this a little bit easier and get the info out to you. That's why the video looks different. Here's an idea. If you're pressed for time, what you might do is play this over the speakers of your car while you're driving, not watch the video and just listen. Some of this video is going to cover stuff that you might have questions about. One portion of this video in particular, referring to Sage Relief, is something to check out because it may save you strokes during this event. A couple reminders. Sales of outside merchandise, like selling stuff out of the trunk of your car, is strictly prohibited. Infraction will result in an instant DQ. This is a PDGA event. It's not doubles, it's not tags, it's not a casual round with your buddies. Drug and alcohol policy is strictly in effect. I take the time to clarify this because people that paid to play this tournament don't want to have to deal with it. You don't want to spend all this money and get kicked out. I don't want to have to kick anyone out. The whole thing's a drag. Infractions of this rule will result in a no warning instant DQ. And to clarify, smoking of anything during the round will result in a no warning instant DQ. Now, if you're of the mind to get blazed before the round, in the morning or at lunch, if you come out and play lit and other people in the tournament question your conduct and bring it to my attention, you will be DQ'd. So please, folks, just keep it together. There's an email going out to all players that covers a lot of things that I may miss in this video, so check it out. Hopefully everyone has been getting their videos in. One of them covers online scoring. Make sure you watch this video and have a full understanding, because you may be called on to be one of the online scorers, and everyone should be ready for that eventuality. This virtually eliminates scorecard errors, which used to cost people 2 strokes, myself included. If you are unable to make it into Disc Giant for early check-in this week, your players packs will be available at the event the day of. Now we're going to do our absolute best to get everyone the shirt that they request on their sign up, but if you did not sign up by October 1st, you are not guaranteed the color or size shirt that you requested, because these are all custom made to order. The fabric is printed, they're custom cut and sewn here in Nevada. We did our best to make calculations and project how many people might be attending based on previous years, how many of what size people had chosen this year, but almost half the people attending the tournament signed up in this last week, making it very difficult to pull this off. So in the future, if you can, please sign up earlier so you're guaranteed the exact shirt and size that you would like, and to help us make this run smoother for you and everybody else in attendance. Warm up before the event. Assistant TD Scott Pointer will be setting up a throwing net for your practice enjoyment. So not only will you be able to putt, you'll be able to warm up your arm and throw some bigger stuff, since the course will likely be closed by the time you're teeing off. There's also a pitch and putt course that will be open for practice and warm up that is a great way to get things moving before your round. Parking, if you have issues with parking, it will fill up. There is parking up above, there's parking across from the pitch and putt, but there's also parking along the road going all the way down to the school, so there's plenty of parking there. There is parking for you, but it is going to be hit or miss how many spaces and what type of spaces are available when you get there and people leave. Now, the Big Bad Raffle will be happening after the rounds on Saturday. We think it's going to take place at about 5 o'clock. Raffle ticket sales will be happening live at Disc Giant on Friday, and as soon as we're set up, all day Saturday until we start the raffle. The special thing about the raffle this time is a lot of people are planning on being there live because there is going to be an impromptu bring your own barbecue. There will be barbecue stuff set up. If you bring your stuff, it's up to you to cook it. We'll be running a tournament, but a lot of people are hanging out and having fun. It's a lot of fun. I encourage you to participate. Now we're going to cut in here to an older video that was expertly crafted to illustrate one unusual rule to Nevada golf. Sage relief. In Nevada, one of the crazy things about Nevada, there are many, but one of them is the state flower of Nevada is a sagebush. Sagebrush? Sagebush? I think both of those are right. Anyway, it's sage. It's everywhere. I mean, it is everywhere. As the state flower for Nevada, it is protected. Like in California, when I used to live there, the state flower is a poppy. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a flower. And some sage flowers, sometimes. I don't know. In California, my parents would always tell me, don't step on that because you could get arrested if they find you stomping on poppies. And I was like, oh, wow, that's serious. Okay, in Nevada, look, as a result of the fact that sage is the state flower, there's a rule in Nevada that can be enacted by TDs referred to as sage relief. Now, this doesn't apply in California or any place else. It's in Nevada for the specific reason, so don't get crazy. All right, you guys, some people get carried away with going, you know, there's a rule about this, and they're in Wyoming. Listen, ding dong, the state flower in Wyoming is not sage. All right? Okay, we're gonna get to more ding dong behavior here in a second when I talk about this, but I need to clarify the sage relief rule. Here's what it is. I'm gonna use, no, this isn't sage, that's why you had to look it up online so you're familiar. This is random greenage from my garbage can. Look, it's a piece of organic spinach. Let's say player A, man, look at that. Oh man, that's bad. Ass. Wings popping out and he's going okay, but that's not who he is right now. He's here to help us illustrate the sage. Guy's disc lands in the sagebrush. If Guy's gonna come over here and actually stand at his regular lie, he'd be smashing down the plant to get in there, right? But this is a state protected flower, this sagebush. All right, brush, whatever. If his disc is up here in the front of the bush and he's back here, the basket's over here, his lie, instead of stepping on the sagebrush and damaging it, what he's going to do is get up here and he's going to put his foot as close as possible to his lie without damaging the bush. That means his shin is probably touching the bush and everything, right? His foot is underneath the bush, though, not smashing the branches or the foliage. That is sage relief. So instead of having to stand in the bush, you actually get relief and even footing. See what I'm saying? You can throw with your foot flat. Here's another donut hole move. It made me crazy. Last year, people were making stuff up. When you don't know what you're talking about, just zip it, okay? We don't need you out there complicating the issue and creating controversy. If your disc is in the bush, that's the relief you get. Someone comes up and says, well, there's another sage back here. So if I'm doing a run up, that sage is in the way. No one said you were guaranteed a runway for your throw, all right? You get sage relief, even footing, not guaranteed a run up. Look, it wasn't in the way of you standing behind your lie behind the sagebrush. Who thought of that? I know who brought it to my attention, but he wasn't the guy that made it up. And then some other joker says, well, this stump is sagebrush, and he's trying to give his group to give him relief. The thing was burnt to a crisp. Do I really have to point it out? If the sagebrush is burnt to a crisp, we don't have to worry about protecting it. If it's just a stick or a root and there's no bush attached to it, What are you talking about? One thing I do want to point out is that all script has a very specific expiration date. You want to pay close attention to that. If you're worried that you might forget about it, cash in your script at Tournament Central as you receive it that Sunday for something that is there and that you can take with you then. We cannot honor script past the expiration date. There's a number of reasons for this, but that date is there for a reason, and there's no, bro, can you help me out at all. There's an expiration date for a reason. I'm trying to give you a heads up so it does not become an issue. We want you to get your prizes. Awards this weekend will be issued as your groups finish their rounds on Sunday. We'll just need a couple of minutes to verify the results, get you your awards, and if you're from out of town, that gets you on the road as quick as possible to help ensure your safe return back to wherever you hail from. So there you have it, folks. We're set up for a great event this weekend. If I don't see you at pre-check-in before then, I'll see you Saturday. It's going to be a great weekend. We look forward to seeing you. Scott, out.